2 years ago, I was completely insecure in my own skin, constantly following trends. I was spending thousands on cosmetic procedures, makeup, beauty products, all hoping that somehow, magically, it would make me look and feel better about myself. Nothing worked. But fast forward to today, and I can genuinely say I look and feel the most confident and attractive I ever have in my entire life. I'm about to share the 11 habits that completely transformed everything for me. And I promise you, these are going to change your life too. I found out that the clothes you wear at home, even when you're just lounging around, heavily impact your mood and how attractive you feel in your day-to-day life. Just putting on a cute and comfy outfit with some jewelry immediately makes you look more put together and feel so much better about yourself. If you don't know what to wear, first, you're going to make yourself a Pinterest board. Go find some pictures, styles, and looks that really appeal to you. Save everything that makes you go, ooh, I love that! Next, you're going to break them down into 3 core outfits. One for work or school, one for socializing, and one for casual days. That right there, that's your signature look. You can wear these outfits as they are, but if you need to spice things up, just add accessories like necklaces, bracelets, and bags to any base outfit, and boom, you've turned it into something super cute. And don't even get me started on hairstyles, because they will completely elevate your look. Remember this formula: turtleneck with a high pony, off-shoulder with hair down, crew neck with a half-up style, hoodie with an updo. And stop waiting for big occasions to dress up. I literally go to school, the grocery store, stay at home, or head to the coffee shop in my favorite outfits now. That simple shift made the biggest difference in how I feel about myself. Curate your own beauty routine and stop blindly following influencers. I want you to picture your bathroom counter right now. How many products are cluttering it? Products you bought because some random influencer told you it would fix all your skin issues? You need to stop listening to influencers and do your own research on what skincare products your skin actually needs. Before buying anything, look up the ingredients and check that they're backed by actual studies. If there are certain harmful ingredients, please avoid them. And if you see something hyped up on social media, validate it against at least 3 reliable sources before you buy. Number 2, stick to the essentials. Please don't unnecessarily overcomplicate things. You don't need a 10-step skincare routine, I promise you. Just stick to a cleanser, a moisturizer, and of course, an SPF. That's literally all you need. If you are the type of person who exercises because you hate your body, please stop doing that right now, because this will hurt you more in the long run. When I had a really bad relationship with food and my body, I always saw exercise as just a means of staying in shape, and it was terrible for me. I couldn't stick to my goals because I was forcing myself to do several sit-ups just because I ate something I felt guilty about. It was this horrible cycle of punishment, and it made me miserable. Nowadays, everything has changed. I move my body because I love it and want to take care of it, not because I'm trying to punish it. If you enjoy going to the gym, do that, but don't overexert yourself. If you don't feel like the gym is for you, that's totally fine. Do a home workout, or literally just start walking. I used to think looking put together meant waking up at 5 a.m. to spend hours on my hair and makeup. Like, you know that scene in Euphoria where Maddie is fully glammed before school? Yeah, that used to be me, and I'm honestly embarrassed even saying that out loud. But thank God I finally discovered all the subtle upgrades that make you look expensive and polished without doing the absolute most.
These are all the high maintenance things I did this week in order to be low maintenance. And if you're new here, I do everything DIY on a budget at home. My absolute non-negotiable for the week is always doing a hot oiling treatment and then a deep conditioning mask on the ends of my hair. I quite literally have a bajillion videos on my hair oil recipe, all the things I do. But doing this routine once a week keeps my hair looking like this, healthy, strong, long, and growing. Next, my biggest life hack is to dye your eyebrows. It makes it look like you're wearing makeup even when you're not, which is quite literally the whole point of being low maintenance. I swear by using the Just for Men's beard dye because it lasts like a good few weeks. After dyeing my brows, I realized they were looking so rough, so I went in and waxed and groomed them. I have a very in-depth video on how I do my brows, the products I use, the tools I use, everything like that in my DIY beauty playlist. As a very pale girly, I swear by doing a fresh self-tan weekly. I already prepped, shaved, exfoliated everything the night before, so my skin was ready to go. And I've been using the Cocoa and Eve tanner in the shade Dark recently, and I absolutely love how natural-ish it looks. And after aggressively ripping off my acrylic nails for 3 hours, I went in and did a fresh press-on set. In these clips, you can see the final result of doing my brows. They look so good. I'm obsessed with this red color for summer. I think it's like the perfect cherry bright red. And those were all the DIY beauty maintenance things I did this week in order to look and feel my best.
Okay, so from habit number 5 onwards, we're diving into the more psychological aspects, because being physically attractive isn't everything. Have you ever interacted with someone where you're having a really good time, but then at the end of the day, when you get home, you realize you talked way more than you should have? Yeah, we've all been there. Here's the secret. Stop oversharing. The most attractive people know how to listen more than they speak. They ask thoughtful questions, they genuinely care about the answers, and they make the other person feel heard and valued. When you do speak, make it count. Share interesting stories, not your entire life story on the first meeting. Leave some mystery. People are naturally drawn to those who seem intriguing, and don't lay everything out on the table immediately. Never point out your flaws to other people. Seriously, stop doing this. Most of the time, people don't even notice the things you're insecure about until you point them out. That pimple you're stressing about? They probably didn't see it until you mentioned it. Those jeans you think make you look weird? Nobody thought twice about them until you said something. When you constantly draw attention to your perceived flaws, you're literally training people to look for them. You're planting ideas in their heads that wouldn't have been there otherwise.
I know a lot of you might not agree with this next one. Stop telling people your insecurities, even your friends. The minute you tell people what you're insecure about, they're gonna start noticing it.
I want you to think about someone you've watched do a presentation, or walk into a room with unshakable confidence, and you thought, I could never do that. Here's what you need to know. They weren't born with that ability. They built it, brick by brick.
These are my favorite, no bullshit confidence tips that actually work. If you're looking to build real, authentic confidence in yourself. I think one of the most useless things that I see a lot of people do when they're trying to work on their confidence is fake it till you make it. Real confidence is not something that you can fake. It comes from 2 things. The first thing is having a really strong understanding of who you are as an individual. The second thing is having a really strong sense of fulfillment and achievement within your life, knowing that you're a competent person. Competence breeds confidence. If you want to walk into bars, walk into rooms, acting like you're the most confident person there, do it. It is going to come off so artificial and so insecure if you're not taking steps behind closed doors to work on those 2 things. If you're not able to answer really basic questions about yourself, like what are my strengths and weaknesses? If I were to describe myself in 3 words, what would they be? How would I describe my personality type? What am I the best at? What am I the worst at? What environments do I thrive in? Which do I kind of crumble in? If I was a color, what color would I be? If I was a drink, what drink would I be? You know, these things that help us define who we are. And I think keep them light, okay? Just because you're deciding these things now, like we're human beings, we're gonna change all the time. Knowing this is who I am, and this is how I react to things, and this is how I walk into a room, and this is how I make other people feel, and this is how I feel when I walk into rooms, and this is the kind of friend that I am, this is the kind of girlfriend that I am, and all those different things. If you can walk into rooms knowing all those things, you will never feel more confident in your life. You don't have to sit there observing yourself. There are a million different versions of you. I think it's just about leaning into one that makes you feel your best, that you feel is the most authentically you, and then showing up as her every single time. And the other side of that is doing everything you can to go to bed at night feeling accomplished in your days. Doing everything you can to have a career that you love, that you feel proud of. Doing everything you can to know that you're working towards a future that's gonna make you feel good and secure in yourself. If I could live any life that I wanted to, any life, what would it be? And then do everything you can to get as close to that as possible. That is confidence, not fake it till you make it. Hope this made sense and was helpful.
This one sounds so basic, but I'm telling you, your posture completely changes how people perceive you and how you feel about yourself. When you slouch, you look less confident, less attractive, and honestly, you're also probably giving yourself back pain. Stand up straight, pull your shoulders back, keep your chin up. Not only does this make you look taller and more confident, but studies actually show that holding yourself in powerful postures can increase your confidence levels and reduce stress hormones. It's like a feedback loop. You stand confidently, you feel more confident, people respond to you as if you're confident, which makes you actually more confident. Wild, right? A genuine smile is literally one of the most attractive things you can wear. Not a forced, fake smile, but a real one that reaches your eyes. When you smile at people, you immediately become more approachable, warmer, and yes, more attractive. But here's the key. It has to be genuine. People can tell when you're faking it. So instead of forcing yourself to smile all the time, focus on finding more joy in your daily life. Notice the little things that make you happy. Engage with people in ways that genuinely interest you. When your smiles come from a real place, they're magnetic.